Hello children, today we will discuss the third chapter of class 10, economics, globalization and the Indian economy. As we know that the term globalization is prevalent and nowadays it is used across the world. What impact does globalization cause on the Indian economy? That is the topic of discussion today. And Indian economy benefited a lot, and it is third strongest economy of the world present day. This chapter is directly related to age of liberalization, and as we know, the age of liberalization came into India in 1991, at the time when P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister of India, and Union Finance Minister was Dr. Manmohan Singh. Since that time, now it is 21st century, 2020, India has crossed a lot of struggle, and it has made it its place among the powerful economies of the world's countries. First thing here, production across countries. 3 or 4 decades before, there was very less choices among us, and the customer was bound to purchase certain types of goods and materials. Now to this boom in the economy, and due to the age of globalization or liberalization, has choices, variety of choices we have. Television, cars, motorcycles, sports goods and other items which we used in our household. Varieties of goods are available, and we can purchase, we can choose according to their quality. Production across countries. Production across countries, this first we should understand the MNC. Yes, these are multinational corporations. These corporations are multinational companies possess huge wealth, and with this huge wealth they set up their base in foreign countries, and they purchase, they invest money in this purpose to purchase land, labor, other resources. This investment is called foreign investment. Foreign they set up their base and production is started. When production is started, then what happened? The country where these multinational companies are being set up, this country is benefited. In which way this benefited? The people get employment, first. Second, it brings new technologies, new technology, new technology, new technology, and other way it helps the countries where these companies are being set up to invest money in machinery and other things. Sometimes jointly they just join together, and in this way the company where these multinational companies are being set up, it get financial help. Other things, it give competition, competition. Competition means when a variety of things are there, in that case the country, so the companies, they are bound to reform themselves, and they are encouraged to compete these foreign made goods according to their standards. So in this way that things are happening. And one thing is very important here is that these multinational companies, they have a huge wealth, huge money. So sometimes they purchase the sick and the such kinds of company which are going in loss, which are suffering loss. They purchase these companies. For example, we can say that one company is Parak. It is Indian company, and this company is Parak Food. The full name is Parak Food. Well reputed company, and it had a large network of customers across the country. What happened? One American company's name is Cargill. It came to India and purchased the Parak, and it shifted and replaced the Parak. So very easily the Cargill MNC related just linked to America, it got huge market which was possessed by the Parak. And this Parak owned 4 oil refineries also. Oil refineries. These oil refineries were also captured by the Parak, and at present time this Cargill company MNC from America, this is the largest producer of edible oil in India. That things happened. What is the benefit of globalization? Just foreign trade and integration of market. This point is very important. Foreign trade and integration of market means these companies set up their base in different part of the countries where they found a suitable environment or location. For example, we can say that this company sometimes they set up. For example, one company will set, a multinational company will set their base in China, because in China labors are easily you can get the labors, and the wage is cheap. So some parts are materials, means some the equipment they brought in the Mexico and Eastern Europe and Mexico, and finished good are made there. After making finished good, it is easy for that company to sell in America and other European states, and it established its call center in India, because in India skilled person of this area means English speaking person and who have knowledge in the field of computer and information technology. So he set up their call center in India. So we can see here that foreign trades are this time it is being integrated globally. So this company means multinational companies, they are not only producing the things or selling the things or goods in one place, but they are the main player and their production is also made globally, means many countries, and their sellers and their buyers, they are just spreading not only some limited countries or some limited continents, but the whole globe is their playgrounds, and they are doing these things very easily. And one more thing is important, these multinational companies, they have such kinds of power due to their wealth and influence. They influence the political policy of the government, and they have such kinds of wealth, the huge amount of money, that many of developing countries, the whole economy or budgets are less than their wealth. So they are wealthy, you can say they are giant in the age of globalization, and nobody can ignore these companies. And this is time, and that we welcome the globalization and the economy, and especially the multinational companies, because in India it has a huge population. So to feed population and to make their living in a standard high and to generate employment, it is very very essential to make new space or service or employment generation. To generate employment, it is necessary to welcome or adopt this new trend which has emerged at the global level at present day, and the country who is more and more welcoming or suitable and can attack these multinational companies. These companies, countries can benefit, and they can make their place in the world economy. And I think that India has done well, and it is very important year 1991 when India ventured or entered in the this globalization or liberalization, and it opens its restriction toward the foreign trades. That is the first segment of this chapter, the globalization and the Indian economy. Next day we will start the next second of this chapter, globalization and the Indian economy of economics. Thanks, Milan.